Hello everybody, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Don't mind me, I was cleaning my glasses and then I got distracted and then I like grabbed them and now I have to clean them again because I got fingerprints on them. Don't mind me. Mornings. How you guys doing? Welcome, happy Thursday. I feel like I told you it was happy Saturday and it's not Saturday. Untrue. Currently playing, and I think this is Pokemon Red. Pokemon Red! Gone old school on me. Hi, hello. How you guys doing? Good morning. Let me see. Literally. Much better. Okay. Enormous bottle of one player. Oh, earphones. We're gonna need those. At least one of them. Welcome back to my stream. There are 60 days, 60, left in Remix. We've got most of the things that I want off the vendor. I need to do another debatable amount of shopping because it kind of depends on which source you're trusting, but I definitely have more things to buy, but I figure at this point I want to turn my attention to making sure I level the rest of the characters that I want to level in Remix, and then I can kind of buy the rest of the stuff that I want using their bronze is my theory. So I figured a good place to start would just be to log into this poor mage that I don't know how to play, and maybe look into getting her into some more raid clears to stack her XP buff even higher. This character I haven't really done a proper leveling cheese on, but I figure we'll figure it out and make it work somehow anyway. It doesn't wildly matter. Oh, have you cut your hair? Oh, it looks lovely. Thank you. Yeah, I trimmed it up this morning. I wanted a little love my tunes. Don't care about the bronze vendors. Do you ever bring back deleted characters for any reason? Bringing back some deleted alts from BFA for the War Within. I have on occasion restored a deleted alt when I thought that they might have something on them. It might be kind of hard, but I'm going to see if I can get into when I've found that, yeah, exactly. Like if I thought that they had like something in their bank or like I don't know, like an old rep or something, sometimes I'll restore like an old deleted main. Because I have deleted characters that I used to main way back when, so sometimes I would pick them back up and then go through their banks and stuff as they made more and more things account-wide. But I haven't restored anything with the intent to actually like properly play it again. What am I doing? I'm vaguely heading towards Mogashan. I want to do a few more raids to kind of giga charge her XP buff. She's already got quite a good XP buff on her cloak. She's at 347%. I could pretty easily just queue heroics. Hope that I get into fast groups, but it wouldn't hurt if we squeezed into a a thing. Like the corrupted staff? I think that's just what she's wearing. I think it's just the one that happened. It's kind of a cool look though. Want to level tunes? Hey Hazel, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Yeah. All right. I was gonna say someone's doing a carry, but they're saying carry me, which works. I suppose I'm all good with that. I'm not a carry on this character at all, and I'm not bringing anybody this morning, so I'm into whatever I can get into. Let's see. We have some tea. Cold tea works out. How you guys doing? How's your week going? Going this way. We ended up doing kind of a late adventure with Moose yesterday because it was not super hot outside. It's not heat wavy, but in the sun it was quite warm. So I tried to like play with him and put him off for as long as I could before going for that evening walk. My Metapod just evolved. Brock, don't stand a chance. Oh, you're cooking. Good morning. Good morning. I'm very curious to see how this is going to go because I don't know. I guess we'll see. If they get even one person who's remotely a carry, it'll be fine. I think it's harder than it has been to get carries into these normal runs because a lot of people that are geared would prefer to do heroic for the better bronze. So I'm interested to see. It might just take a little bit of doing to get through the bosses. I could not tell you the first thing about how to play this character. Something. Ice Bolt. She looks cute in her butterfly wings. That's the main thing. I also have pulled up on the side here a list of heritage armors I still need, because if I'm thinking about finishing Remix, I want to make sure I have at least one character leveled for every race that I'm not positive that I have heritage armor on, which means I'm going to need a dwarf, a goblin, and a Tauren. And I haven't decided what specifically those characters are going to be. I want to finish the panda first. But I'm thinking maybe I randomize? I could always hit the randomizer and then just click it until it gives me like a class and spec that could be played on one of those races. Something frost, yeah. Ice Bolt, then whatever lights up, that's how I beat the Frost Mage Tower challenge. Hey, if it's good enough for you, good enough for me. Learned Fire Mage is not for me. Arcane's fine. Fire Biggle, nope. Waiting for MMOs to release expansions. 3 of them, my goodness. Finally trying tanking and healing for the first time in War Within. Playing WoW for 5 years, been too nervous to try any tips. I mean, my practical tip for healing that I give people is just to make sure you're comfy with your frames and that and try out mouse over healing. I usually go into my settings and I turn on mouse over. In general, I just check the mouse over cast checkbox so that I don't have to retarget everybody when I want to switch between who I'm healing. I think the thing with nerves is that you just kind of have to keep doing it. The nice thing about WoW is that the worst thing that can happen is that somebody that you will never see again is mean to you. And, you know, there's no real bodily harm involved. There's no lawsuits, there's no financial risk. It's pretty safe. You can go and live your life and be your dreams, and even if it goes terribly, you're really, you know, it's things, but you're not in any real danger, so there's nothing stopping you from just kind of grinding it out and keeping at it until the edge comes off. What level does a character have to be level 2 for the Heritage Armor quest? It's a great question. I'm guessing 50, but I'm not confident in my answer. Sometimes people will die. Nothing you could have done would have saved them. What about those of us with social anxiety? Oh, I know. I know all about it. There's you can try and limit how much of people's communication you can see, but exposure is really the main thing that's going to stretch your horizons to let you do more things. It's about finding the version of it that you're comfortable enough with to actually do, but that's still a little bit outside of your comfort zone so that you're like stretching your boundaries. Want to try Healer Evoker? It looks so fun. Officer, my guild, and I have OCD. How do you organize guild bank tabs so it's less chaos? I think that's got to be to your own personal preference. I don't think I can help you with that. That you're gonna have to figure out something that makes sense to you. Guild banks, I feel like, are a nightmare because, especially if there's lots of people that can put things into and out of them, they're always going to end up getting messy. It's just a question of how much time you want to put into resetting it. Why can't we buy seals? Oh, can't we buy seals for rerolls? No, gear in Remix in general is Remix specific. It's different. They don't use bonus rolls at all. Okay. Who is the carry? There is no carry. Listen, we're brave souls, intrepid adventurers. We can make it through a normal MSV. Probably. Do we have 10 people? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Maybe one more. I wonder if they're going to relist. You want a cure? You can log into my pally. I'm not running the group. I think they are looking for someone, but I don't know how they're going about doing it. I think they're going to queue it up. What else can I do here? I guess I can clean up my bags a little bit. Oh, I could get 2 tinker sockets. I haven't exactly gone and gotten all the Tinker Gems or anything on this character. Do I have Lifestorm? No. No, not at all. Here, I'll Locus of Power still. It'll be fine. People jumping around drive me crazy in any game. I do it when I'm got like extra nervous energy. I feel like is when I'm doing a lot of this. A lot of starting rooms, a lot of right before keys. I'm usually happier if there's like something I can run laps around. Yeah, the speed leveling method, as far as I can tell, still works. People have been using it up to very recently. I don't think they're going to nerf it at this point. You know, knock on wood. Famous last words. Some races just have cute jumping animations. I know people like to play the game of jumping around on a night elf, a female night elf, to see how many it takes them to get the front flip. Got a WoW X Yeti mic after so many years. Used on Tuesday to quick level a rogue. Full pair of flips are so cute. I'm excited. Of the 3 more characters that I want to level after this one for race coverage and heritage armor, I need Dwarf, Goblin, and Tauren, and I think I'm most excited about Goblin, which means I need to save that one for last. I think I need to do a Tauren next, a Dwarf second. Okay, there is a carry, so my contributions here are ornamental. I am not doing the special leveling method on this particular character. She's already got a decently buffed cloak. She's already level 51. I just started leveling it normally, so I'm just going to kind of loot everything as normal. And then do a bunch of heroic dungeons after another raid or 2. Leveled up like 3 alts to 70, like 3 hours a pop. Now I can relax till expansion pretty much. Nice. The smart thing for me to do is to not play the let's try and get on the meters game. Go. I wonder why I got the achievement progress for that. I feel like I did this already on this character. Because that was part of how she got so much. Ooh, she could get Slay. For all the good. I guess it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Have started the end of X-Pack. Reagent clean it. Boy, was I sitting on lots of gold. Oh, that's a good idea. That's probably a good thing to do sooner rather than later. Morning, Hazel. Good morning. Recently become a member of the Shadow Priest gang, and now I understand why you love it so much. Been a blast getting it geared with Season 4 gear. It's your 10 to 70 record time. 2 hours and 5, 2 hours and 10 minutes, something like that. But that was with a strong character in party with me, carrying me through the raids and the dungeons. That's the main thing, is how long it takes you to get through the raids and the dungeons. 1 hour, 22 minutes, only dungeons. Holy moly. Holy smoke-a-roonies. Plus, she is getting bronze. I'm pretty confident that as I level the last handful of characters I need, I'm going to have more than enough bronze to clean up the last bits and pieces off the vendor. I know I need another 5 or 6 sets from the normal sets vendor, and then there's a few sets that I think I need to buy again to fill in extra little pieces that didn't quite work the first time. There's a Shadow Priest gang. Started my first one on Remix. I'm gonna have to figure Shadow Priest back out again. I'm gonna have to figure out. Well, I was gonna say figure out what kind of Shadow Priest I'm gonna be. If I'm gonna do Void Weaver, or if I'm gonna do Archon. But let's be frank. I'm probably gonna do Void Weaver. It looks like so much more fun than Archon. Archon is like in War Within Hero Talents. Archon seems great for when you can't even, and you don't want to bother, and you just want to press Halo and then not worry about it. And I might spend more time in Archon on Holy Priest, because it seemed, as when I was raid testing with it, it seems nice. Like, it seems quite good, and again, pretty low lift compared to Oracle with all the premonition things to juggle. But Void Weaver has a talent that lets you Void Torrent while moving. And that's my #1 nemesis on Shadow Priest, is I Void Torrent, and then immediately I have to move because sometimes I'm dumb. And I pick a bad time to press my button. It's a short cooldown. You have to use the thing all the time. I guess I'm going to be getting some decent experience just from being in here. I'm pretty sure I was 51 when I logged on, and I'm 55 now. Maybe I won't have to do so many dungeons. Not me just pressing any buttons. Tempted to make a Shadow Priest only guild. 40 to 50k per tune. Vendor gets cleaned out fast. Finally got up the courage to do heroic raids. Nice. I don't remember when Siege unlocks. It's a great question. I wonder when they'll add Panda Heritage Armor. I mean, maybe they're afraid that once they have all the heritage armors out, then people are going to come up with something else to ask for. And they're like, listen, if we drag this one out, then whatever is next, whatever comes after that, we can put it off a little longer. I need to make some new mugs. Oh, I went back to the trading post vendor on my main, and I spent another 150 tender to buy the board shorts, the standalone board shorts, because I've been trying to make summer mugs for Inksy, and I just don't want to put her in the bikini. It just doesn't sit quite right on the gnome for me. So I wanted to get her the board shorts, and then I also took the other set. The one that's like 650 tender, and it's like the summer set with the board shorts in the other color, and it has the Murloc floaty in the other color, and I froze it over a mount, and also over a pet. I didn't buy Murloc because it's like 500 tender. I could freeze Murloc for next month, but I don't know. The pets are so expensive, and I already have that model of pet. It's a slightly different color, and I know that's like the whole point of the game. And, you know, I can't call myself a pet collector if I don't get them all. But you know what?
Run.
Don't have an end to that sentence. I have no other plans. Guess I should check out the trading post. The June one's really fun. There's some really cute stuff in there. Oh, level 56. I'm getting basically a level from almost every boss here. My cloak XP is up to 395. Pretty solid. Old Hazel would have bought him. How do I stop my tune from being in an alchemy outfit every time I log in? I don't know if you can. You can talk to... There's an NPC you can talk to not show profession equipment, but I'm not sure if it applies to stuff like that. My character always logs in her chef hat because she was eating food recently. It's a buff you can click off. You can absolutely just click off the buff from your buff frame. That's usually what I do. One remix mount left for me before I move on to toys. Remix means 4 gear piece upgrades from 472. Oh, you're so close. Nice. It's such a good feeling when you start actually doing damage in remix. Maybe now that I'm quote unquote, well, I was gonna say maybe now that I'm done on my hunter and I don't need her lockouts anymore for farming bronze, maybe I'll just, you know, dip into run like normal carries just for you know, giving back to the people that gave to me. There's someone, I don't even know this person. They're carrying my furry little panda feet right now. How do I get my traveler's log to stop tracking the 10 crafting orders goal? Oh man, it takes like months for that to cut it out. I never track anything in the traveler's log anymore because it is brute. Like it'll haunt you. It'll haunt you for months. I tracked something like 6 months ago and I'd only recently like stopped bothering me. I bought all the mog for every armor type, not just cloth. I did every armor type. I'm not quite finished, but I should be able to finish pretty easily with the bronze I get from leveling my last couple ults. Long time no see. Busy during the days. Happy to catch a stream. Welcome. Did you guys read that Wowhead interview that they did with Ian and Morgan? They were talking about like weak auras and healing and affixes. It's a lot of dev philosophy stuff. It's always good to read to see where their heads are at.
Stack
It once in
high.
like month 3, the trading post. It's been ever
Phase
since.
2.
Yeah, I don't know any way to get it to stop aside from
Phase change.
thoughts and prayers, hopes and wishes, spit and glue. Actually, no, spit and glue implies some level of agency in the matter. Too long, haven't had time. Are they considering integrating weak auras? Whoop, there we go. How do I get heritage armor? Once you've leveled a character to 50 in Remix or otherwise, you can then, in regular retail outside of Remix, pick up the quest. If you leveled on a Remix character, my understanding is you needed to make a class trial alt of that race to do the quest on. But if you leveled regularly in retail, you could just do it on the same character. The part of the interview that stuck out to me that I was kind of interested in was they were talking about the difficulty of like the Mythic World First Race and the Mythic raids after the World First Race, and like the sort of varying levels of Mythic guilds and how challenging the content is at different points in the tier, and kind of how they have this pattern of like, you know, needing dev nerfs to kind of get the content down to doable levels for most people after the race is done. Because they were talking about like Mythic and Mirdrasil difficulty. And something that they said that they were doing in the War Within is they wanted to make it so that they wanted to move more in the direction of not needing to manually nerf content later on. They want your gear to nerf it. But beyond that, because apparently there's, I don't know, it was a long, it was a long paragraph. I'm having a hard time paraphrasing. They were talking about adding in a warband-wide buff that gives you extra powers in the raid specifically that you build up over time via some kind of a quest. So to help the raid kind of slowly self-nerf over time to kind of help the more like medium and lower-end guilds. And they didn't say that was going to be Mythic exclusive. They also haven't like officially announced it. It was just something that they felt confident enough to talk about in this interview. And I thought that was... Did I time warp? Was that me? Someone? Oh no, it was a proc. Okay, that scared me. I thought I boo-booed. Thought I did a boo-boo. The butterfly back piece was from the trading post in May. I think it was the Fill the Bar reward. I think Emergency is just way too hard compared to previous raids. Reading through the whole interview, you really get a feel for how hard it is for them to make decisions about things relating to raids and dungeon content because of how wide the variety of playstyles is and how big the gulf is between different sort of levels of players and how they approach content, and how something that's like super easy for one group might be very difficult for another group, and different levels of impact for different things. It's just not a super one size fits all approach. Complicated problem. Is this mage 70 already? She's 58 right now. She's level 58. Okay. We did a nice little Mokashan vaults. Where does my Hearthstone take me? It takes me back to the Jade Forest. I'm gonna voucher to Shrine and then set my Hearthstone there. No mention of Microsoft's involvement in WoW. No, it was more about WoW dev. It's here. I'll link it. I'll link it. It's on WoWhead. I was reading it this morning. Oh, they also talk about things like evoker range. What else? Difficulty creep, private auras, all that stuff. Yeah. Okay. Hearthstone. Hearthstone gets set over here. My cloak buff is now up to 419% bonus experience, so I probably don't need to, I mean, I need another 12 levels. Let me do a random dungeon and just see. Here, actually, let me pick up the dailies too. Do a random dungeon, just see kind of what my, how fast it goes. I don't think I'm going to do any damage in it, but I'm curious if I get like a level per dungeon, 2 levels per dungeon, half a level per dungeon with this level of cloak. We'll do random heroic. When have we yet to learn about the fate of Glozelnutty, the dwarven ret pally? I don't remember. Was that a real thing? I don't remember naming her that. I feel like I remember making a dwarf ret pally. And I don't remember. I'll have to check my login screen later because I actually don't remember if it's a real thing or if I just dreamed it. First Gamescom is part of the Xbox family. Blizzard Entertainment presentation at Gamescom 2024. Yeah, they tweeted. You can find Blizzard at the Xbox booth from August 21st through the 25th. Yeah. Thrilled to confirm their presence at this year's Gamescom. It's going to be like right on top of the War Within launch anyway. It's not necessarily going to be like a news thing. It's more just like a promo thing, I guess. You did make a ret pally dwarf. It's my suggestion, which you immediately rejected. I reject all name suggestions. I'm just mean like that. Remix Elf, the bug got me too. Thought it'd be a great idea with the account character cap being 65 characters to make 5 of everything. I don't know if I have the fortitude to complete that goal. I would be worried about leaving myself character slots for the future if I ever wanted to level more characters for something else. You know, you get a little room for later. I guess I have a lot of quests on me too. I could do them while I wait in queue. It's only a 4-minute queue, but I'm wildly impatient. At least the Hearthstone will take me back there now. I did make a Glozelnutty of my own in your honor. I don't remember what oh, there we go. I think, did I give her just like a random generated name? I might have done. Well, you're just totally gonna get money for me to race change at least one character. Need room for the Murloc too. I don't know how many characters I'm at. I actually have no idea. I know it used to be 17 at 70, but Remix has kind of messed with my number. Love the teleport add-on. Thanks for the recommendations. Sure. I like that one a lot. Asked GPT. I remember I asked... Oh, was that for something else? I don't remember if I took one of the options, though. Because later on, I was making... off-stream, I was making a character to play for fun. And... Is somebody carrying... There's a bunch of Death Knights in here. Someone's doing something. And I asked AI for some name recommendations, and then I hated them all, and I was like, what am I doing? I could come up with something better than this, and then I honestly probably just used the randomizer, which isn't that much better. Need 1 slot for the Earth and Shadow Priest. Roll level for early access. I'm gonna have to... I guess I don't know what my Earthen's gonna be. I should think about that. On beta, I've been making... Or in alpha, I made an Earthen Hunter. Could be a priest. Could be a shaman. More warriors. Warriors are always the answer. I love when the randomizer suggests names that aren't available. Alright. Oh, that put me to level 59 just all by itself. Oh, 59 and a half? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need to do any more raids. I think that 419% is gonna do us here. Fury Warrior? Mountain Thane, of course. I am feeling a little bit like I'm gonna have to choose a couple of alts to be the ones that I actually want to play in the War Within, and the rest of them are just gonna have to be character screen decoration because it's... Oh, there's level 60. Woo! It is beyond me to try to actually keep up with professions or leveling or, you know, gear or otherwise more than a handful of characters. So I think that the 4 that I get to pick for my login scene, I might actually, not that there's any need to stick to just 4. It's just a cosmetic login scene, but it might be useful for me to use that as a framework for like, okay, I'm gonna do professions on up to 4 characters. I'm gonna gear up to 4 characters. Whoa. Leveling ult's like mad gun addiction now. Oh, thanks for watching my video.
Dispel boss.
I'm just gonna ice block for safety. Okay. A little more bonus experience. And that's okay, still at 60. So excited for cross-server guilds. Get to resurrect old mains I left behind. Yo. Wish DH had more races to choose from. Had a reason to make more. All 3 of them night elf. Yeah. Oh, I have some spools too. Oh yeah, frog safety team, let's go. I bet you we can get this cranked out real quick. Oh, there's a rare down here. I probably can't kill it. I probably can't fight it. Not without my gems and stuff in. Let me try. What's the worst thing that can happen? What's he at? 90%. Alright, we used our interrupt. There's the frozen orb. Icy veins. The night fae thing. Oh, jeez. Louise. I don't want aggro or anything else. Oh, Locus of Power. I didn't remember to use that one. That'll give me a buff. And then more frost armor. Maybe this one. I don't know what this one does. Ice Nova. Sounds good. More frozen herb. Interrupt the shot bolt. Okay. It was a worthy opponent. Thank you very much. Well, that was terribly exciting. Okay. Why did I do that? I think just to prove that I can. I think just for fun. I can turn in my LFG quest. Whittly wee with a 9-month resub. Sorry, don't always get to sub continuously. Oh, please never worry about it. Give me so much joy on Twitch. Wanted to say thanks for being you. Keep up the great work. Thank you very, very much. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try and keep my War Within activities within like 4 characters, which sounds like a lot, but if I want to make sure I'm doing... One of them's gonna have to be a tank. One of them's gonna be my priest. One of them has to be a hunter. Probably like a tank, priest, hunter, and then resto druid? Unless I like really abandon my poor druid. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a good idea. Tank spec's night and day for me. I also don't know what tank spec I'm gonna be. Also, am I really gonna have like 2 range DPS and no melee DPS? Probably. Who do I think I am? Oh, hang on. We've got some huge upgrades. And then I'm gonna have to pick a tank. Not a tank to, like, you know, play at a super... Was that dead already? My goodness, I guess Flooby's in here. Not a tank to play at a super high level of skill or anything, but just to, for that achievement where you are, I thought I had a sprint button somewhere. Am I not spec'd into sprint? Oh, no, I'm spec'd into extra blink, that's right. For doing, like, all the mythic dungeons as every role. It sounds really fun. And I'll have to... Because I could play Barnacles and I could be a Bear Druid. I could take Scary and I could be a Blood Death Knight. I could do something different altogether. I could do Anthus and be a Prop Pally. Go Bear for sure. Barnacles is just such a fun character to play. Hope you're having a good day. Chat too. Hello, Atomic Panda. I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Oh, I got something. I got Transmog. Was it the wand? I think it might have been the wand. Yeah. Add it to my appearance collection. I'm not going out of my way for them, but I love it when they just happen to me. Watering a garden, 45 Celsius heat, no fun. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, prayers for your garden. I have a weed that's growing in my strawberry planter, and I don't know what it is, and I've allowed it to get quite large because I'm just really impressed by its vigor, and also because I don't know what it is, and maybe if it gets big enough it'll do something cool. I don't know what life is without the little mystery from having plants growing that you're supporting, but like this particular planter doesn't... The strawberries are never wildly happy in it. They do okay. It'll make me like a strawberry. But I figured it would be more fun to just kind of find out what it might grow. Excuse me. There we go. A little bonus XP. Where's the quest giver's skull? One sec. I thought it was coming. Doesn't it usually like wander down and then sit right here? I just wanted to turn in this one. Hello? I saw it coming, but then it vanished. A little concerned. I guess I shouldn't worry about it. We're already level 62. Voice coming from my pocket got me good. Spooky streamer. A weed. Just an unidentified plant that has chosen to seed itself in my strawberry planter. But yeah, Primrosy should be done in pretty short order. I think the best thing I can do for her is to, when I'm done leveling her, just drag every spell off her bar and give her completely clean bars so that when the War Within patch comes out, I could just start it fresh if I ever decide to level her. But yeah, if it is a tree, the mystery plant, it's not going to be very happy for very long. Flooby, you've died. It will be very... Oh, he tried to go past the wall before the dogs did it. It's not going to be happy for very long because it's quite a shallow strawberry planter. Oh, we have so much bronze. I've got 41k and I haven't even got the level 70 bonus yet. MD, I think, is Mythic Dungeon Invitational. Hello, hello. How are you? Happy Thursday. Every time I get a little time warp proc, I always... It doesn't really matter so much in this dungeon, but like, I always panic a little bit being like, wait, did I fat finger time warp? What button is it on again? It's on 7. So it's a tough one for me to just like trip over. Yeah, so for your first remix character, you can do the same route as the video, but what I would do on your first character, you're not going to get all the way to 70 doing that. So instead of saving up all of the XP bonuses and then power leveling a bunch at the end, because that's going to leave you kind of bereft of gear, I would just do random heroics and then do the raids at the earliest available level. You can certainly quest instead of dungeons if you prefer, and you can mix it up and kind of do both. The other thing is that on your first character, you might want to pursue some of the achievements that give special cosmetics. There's a zone meta achievement for each of the main Pandaria zones that gives like a unique, exclusive, pretty cool cosmetic. There's some really neat stuff. There's like a chicken back piece for doing the Valley of the Four Winds one that I'm in love with. And you might want to do some achievements while leveling your first character to kind of work on that too. Is it really international, not invitational? My goodness. My apologies, I was wrong. Love using the time anomaly talent. The size change you get. I don't like my character randomly getting bigger and smaller. Wish we could have gotten a chicken breastplate. You want one back C and one front C. I need an offhand that's a basket that is filled with little baby chicks. And they're just going beep, 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 beep. They changed the branding? Not surprised you didn't notice. I know that's not intended to be mean, but maybe just because it's coming from you, in my head, it immediately becomes as snarky as possible. Did it used to be invitational, or am I just having like a fever dream? Okay. Another XP thread too. Okay. What am I at? 63. So maybe like 1 level per dungeon, but it's not terrible considering that you can do a dungeon in like under 5 minutes. Maybe I'll run by the quest giver. Maybe the version of him that wants to turn in the quest from last time will be in there somewhere. The 5-man heroics really do melt. Frustrating if you don't have movement abilities. Yeah. Yeah, I know it can be tricky if you get like really far behind. People were talking about just loading up on speed gems and, movement speed talents and cogwheels and stuff just to try to keep up. Part of me wants to like go looking for the book to do the book quest, but it really doesn't matter. Not super important. But yeah, if you're trying to get like a traditional dungeon experience where you get to go at a measured pace and learn the fights and contribute even on a brand new character, then Remix is not the right game mode for that. Sometimes you'll get a run like that, but a lot of the time you're just blasting, and that's kind of the point, I feel like. I feel like if there's any place to do that, it's Remix. What are your plans now that you have all the bronze done? I want to level a couple more characters. I want to get a Pandaren, a Dwarf, a Goblin, and a Tauren leveled. Classes are kind of TBD. Whatever seems prudent at the time. The Panda should be done shortly. And then I think it's going to be a journey of figuring out what kind of Tauren I might like to make. Hunters, all of them. Oh, there's level 65. They have to be survival. Never. Me? Melee? Wouldn't dream of it. You thought of a Goblin Shaman? Tinker, Lightning Mechanic. I don't think I've ever really played a lot of Shaman. Or, like, wanted to play a ton of Shaman. I've dabbled with it here and there. I've just never really super clicked with it. It's not one of the classes that I like to make a bunch of copies of. I have a Shaman somewhere. No, there's something weird going on with the phasing, because that quest turn in spawns here, and then it just vanishes. I don't know. Main struggle is not to make all characters Tauren. Like the idea of a Tauren priest. I'm trying to stop myself from making too many priests because I have a lot of them. And the extra alts are arguably just for things like dungeon runs. And I don't need them all to be druids because they can't all be druids. I guess Tauren could be, but I don't know. But hunters and warriors are pretty good because they're just nice and fast for running through content. They do all need to be druid. No, they don't. It may be a surprise to you, but I don't need to be 100% optimal. I don't mind doing things at pretty good. I don't need to do things at perfect. Have they nerfed the threats? No, I don't think so. As many hunters druids as possible. I feel like I have enough druids. I have Barnacles. I have my Night Elf. I feel like I might have another one somewhere too. Oh yeah, I have Petal Bloom, that's right. I have enough druids. I'm capped on druids. Well, I think this dungeon's probably almost over. I just need to make sure I loot all the bosses. What? Owie. Excuse me. I could always leave and get this loot in the mail. Gnome of every class they can be. I'm happy I have a gnome hunter now. I don't know how I was missing one for so long. Oh man, my bags are getting just decimated. This is so upsetting. There's so much stuff. Okay. Gotta have a human mage for the Jaina roleplay. Or just pretend to be Elsa. Yeah, we're 66 in like a half. That's what my bags look like in retail. I can't deal with it. I know it doesn't matter because I'm not like super keeping the character. I mean, I'm keeping the character, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to just level it and delete it, but like she's not going to keep all her gems. Like I don't need to clean up her remix gems because when remix is over, which will probably be the next time I'm playing the character, I won't need to do it. What would you say the more lore accurate class a gnome would be? Lore accurate gnomes? Mages? I mean, basically just the classic ones, right? Warriors, anybody can hit something with a stick. Rogues. I don't know. I think because of the mana racial, no mages are a pretty iconic combination, I would say. Mech-Torque's a warrior. I finished leveling my Mistweaver, right? Yeah, Mollywobble was like the first character I think that I did any amount of XP skipping on. That's right. So she's done. I have a look. Got really into doing some keys. I hope you had fun. They went well. Good key push. I'm gonna be a mess when I first get into keys next expansion. I'm gonna be so rusty. Optimal remix gameplay, just blinking along, loading dead things. Might have to wait outside the door. Got my Draconic title. 500 more to go. Nice. Yeah, I don't have a no mage, but I don't really feel like I need any more mages. One's enough. One'll do. If I ever feel strongly about doing mage, well, I don't know. Every once in a very blue moon, I get seized by the desire to figure out what mages do in dungeons or whatever, and I'll read a guide and I'll get really overwhelmed. And I think I just need to take that part of me and send it in a boat out to sea and light it on fire. Just really burn it. Don't give in to that instinct anymore. If you feel like you want to learn how to play something, stick to your own class. Be a better Shadow Priest, why don't you? Flaming arrow.
Gather item.
There's only like 6 brain cells floating around here, and I don't need to be burning them on learning classes that I'm not gonna, that I know I don't even like. I'm gonna wait for the quest giver real quick just to get a couple of little bonus quests here. There we go. Doesn't hurt. Could be the best outlaw rogue in the world, and I would never find out. That would be a funny plot twist for me. Have you seen Hazel's latest video? She's doing outlaw. I don't know why. We're a little worried about her. Mm, 67. Kind of like the idea of, well, do I want 2 of my 4 characters to be druids, though? I was going to say, I kind of like the idea of using Barnacles Bear for my tank character. I have to decide if I'm going to quit PvP. I should, but am I gonna? Can I get away with, like, just looting the book? Nah, we don't even need to. Oh, the book's on this side, though. Yes. Get another quest that I can't turn in. Here's what mages do. Make enemies really hot. Make enemies really cold. Or make enemies turn into magic dust. That just makes me think of my favorite toy, which is Khadgar's Disenchanting Rod, which when one of your friends dies in raid, you walk over to them and they're like, oh, excellent. Someone's going to res me. And you stand over their body and you go, and then you disenchant them and a pile of purple dust sits where their corpse used to be. And then you laugh at them. And then you res them, if they haven't already released. It's extremely fun. It was like the first thing that I learned how to make with enchanting in the War Within, or not War Within, pardon me, Dragonflight, is I put points into unlocking the recipe for Khadgar's Disenchanting Rod. I like the one where you summon baby raptors to eat them. Do I have that? What's it called? I know that in the beginning of the Zandalari arena map, there's like a corpse in the ground and there's a bunch of little raptors that are eating them, and it's fun to joke that that's you in a minute in the dungeon, but like, I'll have to look. Did I get all 4 books? No, there's one more book. I missed it. But see, look, there's going to be something funky, because normally the quest giver happens, like, right around here. At the end of the dungeon. He spawned up there. I don't know. It's not worth worrying about. Oh, bonus XP up to level 69. One more dungeon will do it, for sure. Oh, I don't have it. It's the War Beast Crawl Dinner Bell. Feed a fallen ally to Ravasaurs. Drops from Zandalari Empire supplies. I never did that. I didn't play much Horde in BFA. I'm still missing, like, rep mounts. Yeah, the XP threads that give you 12% per thread only come from raid. You need to kill normal raid bosses for them. Use the dress sacrificial dagger. Cremate them with a torch. The Genji knives are also very fun. That's one you can use on enemies as well. I used to have a little action bar just full of, quote, BM toys. Bad manner toys that you can use to just, like... I mean, I also have the flag, the thumbs down flag, but that one... Okay, yeah, maybe I spent like $1 million gold for it on the B-Mob, but like... You know. What if you just thumbs them down, but like... with sportsmanship? The knives are more fun because you get to just chop them into meat, and you can do it in cat form as a druid. Wish mage was a true pet class. Maybe that would be giving them too much. They used to have different things that they would familiar. Like there was a little arcane familiar that was like a talent, but I don't know if you were ever able to have 100% uptime on it. I don't think you were. Ow. No! Yeah, it was like a little purple arcane birdie. Thanks. Oh my goodness, my poor bags! Oh, did that do it? No, I'm 2 bars short. I don't know. I might try to scoop some toad eggs or something. I guess it'll be probably faster to do another dungeon. Leave instance. Hang on. I think I did it wrong. Is it weird that I have leveled / planned to level different characters just to transmog and spec them a certain way? 2 warriors, a blade master, and a Tauren chieftain. I don't think that's weird. I think that sounds fun. That's cute. I'm just gonna follow behind and try not to die. So after this, I'm gonna take a short break, and then I'm gonna pick another character to make and to start working on. I probably am gonna do the leveling cheese for the other alts that I want to make. Don't mind me. But I need to come up with what I want it to be. Also, I guess I could spend my bronze on this one. What's the cheese? The power leveling strat that I posted a YouTube video for, where you don't pick up bonus XP items, but you do pick up XP threads, and then you leave the bonus XP in your mailbox until you're ready to loot it all. No group ever goes to the other boss. They just do the first 2 and the last 2. Mm-hmm. Oh, level 70. Woo! Suppose we can finish the dungeon. Nice. I'm gonna have some shopping to do. Alright, I'm gonna take 1 sec. Well, arguably more than 1 second, but I'll be right back. Okay, shopping time, and then I gotta figure out what I'm leveling next. We can turn in we can first of all pick up our free bronze. Perfect. I can probably scrap everything. I don't even think I need to. It's not really going to matter. I have 86k bronze, which I'm pretty sure is well over what I could possibly need. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to worry about my gear. Let's just do some shopping. So let's make sure we have all the things and can I mog it? Just to really, yeah. Really triple check. The Jen, thank you for the 9-month resub. Hooray! Appreciate it. Welcome back. Alright. So I know I for sure... I guess I'll just go vendor by vendor. do our best according to all the things. So this guy says I need... I'm at 99.79%. I need 2 more pieces of gear. One of them from the Breeze Binders Vestments Ensemble. So like that one. And then one of them was from Mogu Breaker Battle Gear. That one. There we go. So literally 2 pieces of gear missing, but hey. There we go. And there we go. Oh, man. This is going to drive me nuts. It's going to take me so long to fix it. Actually, that's not true. I'm just going to put on my highest item level piece in each slot, just so that if I ever... I won't, but if I somehow did start playing this character, I would want to have the strongest possible... and offhand, strongest possible gear set. Just if I'm going to scrap my gear, I don't want to scrap upgrades, right? Like, it just feels bad to do that, even if that's, you know, doesn't really matter. Okay. And then when we scrap stuff, we can get it all back, because this is just unholy. Cue it all. Scrap it. How should I pick my Tauren? Should I just randomize it? Should I do a hunter? Just infinite hunters? Scrap! Should I make something that's extremely silly? A rogue? A big Tauren rogue? Okay. Maybe I should do my dwarf next. If I want the Fluby boost, I need to be Alliance, that's right. Tauren rogue is elite, the biggest. I don't know how I don't have dwarf heritage armor. What if I look on my character restore? I'm sure there's a regular dwarf in there somewhere. Maybe I make an exception. Even if she has a stupid name. Anyways, 83k. We weren't quite done. We weren't quite done shopping. Kitty, you wanna come up? Watch your head. Let me scoop. Oh man. I got my cat, but I lost my earbud. So we have everything off the Rare Collections vendor. We have everything off the World Apparel vendor. We are missing like a handful of items off of this vendor. So I'm just going to kind of go through and look for anything that has like a single piece missing. Like that. 42 of 43. We have all the heirlooms. Love to see that. One sec. Wouldn't their hooves clomp when they're trying to sneak around? What if part of being a Tauren rogue is you have to knit yourself hoof mittens so that you can sneak on your feet? Your bovine feet. Okay. That's day 1 in rogue classes, knitting and crochet. There we go. There's a few new appearances. And then, so that vendor's happy. This vendor's not happy. That has 6 pieces remaining. That's got 1. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my bronze once I'm done with all this. I'm gonna have more, I'm gonna have bonus bronze basically. Bronze to burn. I guess it doesn't really matter. Feels good to at least get all this done. But like if I'm leveling more alts, they're gonna have extra. Knitting is a good way to train for nimble fingers for the lock picking. It's a good point. And then normal raids. So I have 43k bronze left, and I definitely still need sets from here. That one, that one, that one. I thought I wouldn't want to buy the sets that only had like one piece missing, but apparently I don't mind. And then this. Yeah, I can finish it all. I'll have to check all the things after this. Oh, it's so much. So much learning. Okay. I think that's it. I think... Let me look. All the things. What is it under? It's under World Event Remix. So it says I have 90% of things, which I think is including the weapons. Yeah, it's weapons that I'm missing. So annoying. But the vendor should be all good. Honestly, I don't even see the vendor in the drop down here, which maybe means I just finished it. But yeah, let me see if I have a dwarf I can restore for Heritage Armor. Could have sworn I got it already, but I guess I didn't. I guess I can check on a dwarf if I restore it, and if not, I can just get it real quick. Hi. Maybe I deleted it before they added dwarf in Heritage Armor. That could happen. That could have been it. Or maybe I just forgot. You're such a pretty kitty cat. You're so cute. Okay. You want to see the ghost list? Hang on. First of all, I want to count how many 70s I have non-ghost wise. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh, I leveled the paladin. She's level 70. I don't remember doing that. I guess it's 23. Is that what I said? That's funny. I don't even remember doing it. Yeah. Okay, so I don't need to level a dwarf. I literally already did. I don't even need to restore a dwarf because I literally already leveled a dwarf. Completely. Yeah, the speed leveling is so fast that I just completely forgot. She looks awesome. I'm still gonna look at my ghost list just for fun, but I don't need. I don't need to actually restore anything. So yeah, nothing above level 60 is deleted here because I haven't done it since before. Let's stay on my lap, okay? So cool. So I had an original Squidgy who was a goblin before I made Gnome Squidgy. She got deleted when we decided to be Alliance. I used to have an old Night Elf Warrior. I remade the Night Elf Warrior. I now have a different Night Elf Warrior. I think? Maybe I didn't. There's a bonus hunter. It's a Lightforged hunter. That was the Fire Mage. There's an old Night Elf priest and then another Night Elf hunter. Rip the Void Elf priest. And then you get into the really, truly horrific Hazel names. Spoiled Bat, thank you for the 29-month resub. Hazel, thanks for not making me feel like the only crazy out lady. I'm at 8 remix tunes and counting. I'm here for you. Also, Jane Robin with a 2-month resub. Thank you, Jane. This is history. There's a shaman with arguably a phenomenal transmog. Love that. Oh yeah, Hazel Lich, that's right. And then there's some kind of a human mage, extra shamans, extra warlocks. That might have been the Squirrel Squad Druid. I had a Mecha Gnome Hunter. Hazeltron's kind of funny. Squidgy's not a Mecha Gnome, is she? She's just a regular gnome. Didn't I make... Oh, I made Mollywobble. That's right. Mollywobble's a Mecha Gnome. This was my dwarf. This is a regular dwarf monk, but she only made it to 50. And then same thing with the Dark Iron Dwarf monk. Like, they never even got leveled to 60. Mage deleted, but wearing the Mage Tower Super Mage set. Yeah. 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 She didn't even have a Hazel name. She didn't really deserve it. Oh well. It's not like it's gonna get a I think they basically just like stay on this list indefinitely. It's just like a hidden list. Okay. So I can't have Flabby carry me because the carries are Alliance, and I've run out of Alliance characters that need Heritage Armor because I already did Dwarf. So I'm taking Dwarf off my list. I need to level a Tauren, and I need to level a Goblin. If I was going to make a Time Runner Tauren, these are the classes. You can do only one or body two. You could be a rogue to be just to be fun. You could be a Tauren outlaw rogue. That might be kind of fun. What you're doing doesn't wildly matter when you're leveling it like this. You get the Draenei set? Yeah, I did. I did. I have a Draenei Hunter and I also have a Darkspirit Troll Hunter, and I use those to get the more recent Heritage Armor. Tauren Warlock freaks me out. That's weird and I don't like it. Contenders include Warrior, Rogue, always Hunter. Maybe not Priest. Don't really need a Druid. Definitely not Mage. Subtlety Rogue, because who's your sneaky? Tauren Outlaw, Rogue, Plunder, Storm, Retired. That's kind of speaking to me a little bit. Bills to pay. That's fair. Holy pally. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. He's so fast. What's my rogue situation right now? I know I have tons of hunters, and I know I have a handful of warriors. Should I group them on the login screen to be organized? I wish there was an auto sort here. Because I've got Crinkle the Gnome Warrior. And then you have the Worgen Warrior. I guess I only have 2 warriors. I could have more. Oh, you know what? I should level warrior because I might trip and fall on a weapon transmog that I need. I should level warriors and not hunters. For that reason. Alright. Let's make a Time Runner, Tauren, Warrior. Regular Tauren, not High Mountain. For Heritage Armor eventually, but we can also make him fun. I kind of like his hair being fully covering his eyes. I kind of like the... kind of into that. I think we should make him extremely, like, big, shaggy, lots of braids and fluff and stuff like that. He for sure needs enormous horns. Curled, though. He needs... His eye color kind of doesn't matter. You can't even see his necklace under all of his beard and stuff. Ferdinand vibes. Giving Yax the Yak from Zootopia vibes. I curtain hats to this suck. He doesn't need to see where he's going. He just needs to be able to swing something sharp. I like that. Where did you get the flower? Oh, it's like a checkbox? He for sure needs a flower, right? Is he perfect? I might need to level him. I'll need to look at Trove Tally and see which warrior spec is eligible for the most weapons that I need. Because I know I got some two-handers leveling my first one. It's perfect. What's his name? Do I have any names on my list? No, I'm gonna come up with something new. He can't be Mungo, can he? He can be Mungo. I have to Google that. Does that mean anything particularly upsetting? It's like a mango, but it's lazy. Oh, it's a place in Australia. What does it mean? A low-grade wool from felted rags. Perfect. That is 100% what he is. I do like Taurens. I think that's quite fun. Alright. Come on, Mungo. You're climbing up the list over here. Mungo smashed. Mungo might need to be a prot warrior. I'm not sure. Let's log into him and take a look at his Trove Tally. Ravage 0505, thanks for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. I like this. I appear, and there's a warrior. You just have that effect on people. Isn't he magnificent? he's so big. He's so large. Okay. We're gonna do that UI. Fine. Trove tally. Alright. Filter items that can be looted with arms. And it's gonna say I have some things. A lot of the normal raid appearances. But if we're talking just like dungeons and scenarios, what about prot? Far fewer things of memory. I guess I could also be prot loot spec though, right? Like I don't have to. And then what about Fury? Fury's two-handers. They're both two-handers. Oh no, Fury's got one-handers that drop as well. Interesting, okay. Tanking might give him like a nice queue time, and then I feel like it's highly unlikely that anyone's gonna actually need him to tank anything. People are probably just gonna cruise ahead. Ooh, I should do the... I was gonna say turn off auto loop, but I guess I can just avoid turning it on. And then if we have the mailbox thing, that'll work. Yeah, Trove Tally is a remix thing. It's tracking remix exclusive weapon appearances. Okay. And then we'll get to the point that we're allowed to do dungeons.
I am pleased to report that the
yeah. So there's his cloak. Give him a one-hander and a shield. You can choose whether normal wield or Titan grip double two-handers. So Fury seems like a pretty good loot spec to be if you wanted to Fury seems like a great loot spec if you wanted to whatchamacallem. Make sure that we're prospect. Get a lot of transmogs, basically. So, we're doing this right now solo. We don't have any particular carry. That's auto attack, that's taunt. I'm sort of gonna be tanking. Make sure we have something that vaguely approaches bars here. Warriors do what? Oh, devastate. Free? Question mark? Prot warrior, a fairly easy tank to learn. It's a great question. I'm about to find out. I've done it before. Something, ignore pain. Something. It's not super... I don't think it's wildly involved. Loot spec prot can prot until I get shields, and then Fury if I still have one-handers left from prot. If I only have two-handers left, I'll go arms loot spec. Okay. I want class colors. And then also details. It looks like there is a level 20 priest with a reasonably decent cloak. Oh yeah, that's right. So I'm not going to be looting any... I'm not going to be looting the bonus XP tokens. I'm going to leave those on the ground. But I am going to pick and choose through... I guess I don't need bronze at all, because I'm basically done with bronze. But I want to pick and choose through the XP threads, just to pick those up ASAP, and so I don't accidentally miss them. But I do have the remix mail add-on that can help with... I do have remix mail, and that can help pick those things up out of the mailbox as well. How does one take a remix, really? I think you need to get used to the fact that in most dungeons, someone else is going to be running ahead and soloing everything, and that your tanking is not needed. But it's probably good to have some idea about maybe picking up aggro, just in case people do need you to. I'm sure it'll happen eventually. Put shield slam, ignore pain across your entire bar, roll face across it. Yeah, I don't think I need to be super concerned with aggro, but we'll see. I have Easy. What's this one? Victory Rush? Impending Victory. Heals you. Cool. But the queue time was pretty fast for, oh, hang on. I'm helping! The queue time was pretty fast for tanking. I think it's not going to be as fast as leveling with your own dedicated carry, but I think it's not unreasonable to do the strat with basically, so we leave the bonus XP on the ground. We get everything else. Not unreasonable to do the strat just by random queuing and assuming you're going to run into other people that are doing their own carries. Oh, you know what he can pick up too? Is I can get him his jewelry slots. I can more places for prismatic gems. But yeah, I think even when it goes slow, this is still going to be faster than doing the leveling normally. I think. Made it to 50 in 3 hours of my warrior. Feel like remix is pretty easy if you know what you're doing. Dedicated DH carry through 70 under 2 hours for sure. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get Mungo finished on like tonight or anything. Or today on stream. Maybe it'll give me time to enjoy the journey. I can spend his bronze keeping his gear up to date. There's no reason for me to save his bronze for anything really. That's kind of nice. Sounds like a challenge to beat. I feel so slow right now. I wonder if I am missing weapons and shields and stuff, because maybe I would want a shield. Who is this new bean, and what is his existence purpose? Mungo is a warrior. I guess he's a tank warrior. It just sort of happened that way. And his main purpose is to be a Tauren for the sake of heritage armor, and then ultimately maybe another like mount run character, because warriors are comfy for that. And it wouldn't hurt if along the way he's getting weapon transmogs. So I'm gonna maybe like play around with his loot spec a little bit as I level to try and get some extra weapon mogs as I level him. I guess maybe that would also be another reason to get out of dungeons and into like questing and scenarios and stuff, is even if it's not very fast, it's kind of my only the only way I can work towards weapon transmogs and something else at the same time. Auto loops turned off as part of the leveling strategy. I put out a YouTube video recently that walks you through the whole thing, but the basic idea is that you want to leave the bonus XP tokens on the bosses so that they stack up in your mail, and then you don't loot them until you have your XP threads all piled onto your cloak from doing a handful of normal raid clears. So these tokens, you want to leave them on the boss. And you can loot everything else if you like. Nice. Hope everyone's having a nice day. Sorry I haven't been able to stop by in quite some time. Never apologize for that. You're totally fine. Nice to drop by. Okay. We are... Oh yeah, I wanted to do the little tutorial quest. I also want my free threads. That is one nice thing, is that these spools with the triple thread gain on them kind of go hard for early. I think Mungo's going to be... He's still only level 10, but I think he's going to be stronger in his next dungeon than he was in the first one, especially... Hang on. Let's do his little tutorial quest. I can take him to the bazaar, and I can get him his jewelry and stuff. Thank goodness they made that account wide. Okay. Because that's going to give me tons and tons of points. So let's get him on a dragon riding mount. Any of them. Proto Drake seems fitting. and Horde characters get to start much closer to the bazaar, which is kind of nice. You don't get a reagent bag in Remix, but you don't need one yet. Once the character becomes a regular time-running character, you can just get one on the auction house. Or get somebody to craft it for you if you like. Lionel strategy was not invented by Hazel. I just detailed it in a video. Okay. I was gonna set his Hearthstone here, first of all. If I can find the inn. And then I was gonna go buy his gear items. Then I was gonna maybe put him in queue for another dungeon. So the inn's in here. Ooh, ignore pain. You might need that. Maybe. And then, yeah, he's got like 2,200 bronze that he doesn't need for anything. So he can actually, we can, first of all, get the rings, trinkets, and neck piece. And then I think the next thing that he would do is buy tinker gems. And just learn them. Oh, I don't meet the level requirement. I don't meet the level requirement. What? I guess I need to level a little bit more before they'll let me do that. I guess I don't have any pieces that could even take a tinker gem right now. And that's all the prismatic gems he has. Well, Mungo needs to grow up. Yeah, he's loot spec to Fury right now. I may eventually need to get him spec'd into... well, actually, that's not true. I could just upgrade his gear, can't I? If I want to keep the shield upgraded, I can just kind of boost it that way. Once you've reached the correct level for it, anyway. There we go. Tanking time. Love when gentlemen Tauren sit down and you see all of their toes. Mungo needs a title. Do I have any good M titles? Mungo the... A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Alright, nothing there. What about over here? Oh, I could be Mungo Minion of Mayhem. I could be Merrymaker Mungo. I like Minion of Mayhem. There we go. If you had to choose with limited knowledge, Oil or Panther? Is this hockey? Because if it is, then not the Oilers. Hope to see you in game. I don't know anything about it. I just, you know, universe vibes, etc. Do you remember how you got the Minion of Mayhem title? Pet dungeons. I think it was for doing all the pet dungeons. Okay, there is a carry in here. That is just what we want to see. Time to auto run and hope for the best.
Killads.
When you were playing BGs and you have a super fun build, do you ever get sad when you get first because you want to keep playing? A little bit, yeah. It reminds me of when I was a kid and you'd be playing Monopoly and you'd be winning. And then everybody's like, listen, you won. You know, no one's coming back from this. You own everything. The only thing left is for you to drain all of our finances. And I'm like, but that's the best part. What do you mean you don't want to sit around for another hour and a half and, you know, drain your remaining pennies to me? Listen, do a reverse mortgage. Borrow against your equity. Pay me interest.
What's your step?
Are you going to get the sword? No. If you mean the quest in here, I'm nah, I didn't remember. Monopoly is the worst one for that too. But yeah, sometimes in BGs, especially in duos, I'll be like, oh man, this is finally coming together, and I'll be like, wait, it's over. First place. I wonder if I stop and try to just like tank all this stuff, if I'm gonna die. I don't have heroic leap yet. Stream got very capitalist very quick. I felt bad the other day. I was walking my dog and there was an Amazon van and it was like kind of pulling over near where we were walking and it was driving perfectly safely, but like I was trying to help Moose get out of the way and I told my dog casually just as a joke, let's you know, don't get crushed by capitalism. And then I saw that they had their window down and I feel like they might have heard me, and I guess I don't know that the Amazon driver would have their feelings hurt by that, but I hope not, because if true, I'm a huge hypocrite. I get paid I get paid in Bezos bucks. Like, it's not like I'm any better. But I didn't think they would hear me. Okay. Nice. This one looks like this one's all done. Minion of Mayhem isn't from Pet Dungeons? Are you sure? Hang on, let me Google it. Minion of Mayhem title. Wow. I could have sworn. You earned the title in your very first completion of the Black Rock Dungeon's Pet Battle Dungeon. I'm sorry, but it says. Ooh, oh, they changed it. Okay, no, you're totally right. They changed it. There are currently 2 ways to obtain the title. One is to do the Pet Battle Dungeon, which is how I got it. The second way is to collect the 3 pieces of the battle pet Carpal. As far as I know, this is the only title in WoW with 2 completely different ways to obtain it. Thanks to all who commented information about Carpal. That's baddie. Yeah, you're totally right. You must have done that. Crazy. There's what a way to confuse people. The Minion of Mayhem title. It's like we're blinded and just grabbing different parts of the elephants. I had no idea there was another way to get it either. TIL. Okay. Oh, Door Shadows. And Meteor Storm. And I got some gloves. I didn't get a helmet yet. I don't have any shoulders yet. I did get some boots. And I can put the Door Shadows into them. It's kind of the worst one, though. Takes ages to get anywhere with it. Once he's 15, he can upgrade some gear pieces too. Narcissus for gems. I've got a link to it right there in chat for you. Okay, I just want to pick up that quest because I'm not going to do the other one. Details is mainly for me to scope out whether or not anyone's carrying and how important it is for me to actually tank. Or at least make an attempt. Make a whoosh sound as you cast in your head. I have Carpal, that's how I got the title. That's cool. What a strange thing for them to do. I guess they're both pet related. I love getting procs in a new class that you're not used to playing and having no idea where the procs came from. Oh yeah, I saved so much time. Oh. I'm surprised it didn't hit me with the no path available for that.
Kill ads. Watch your feet. Watch your feet.
I don't even remember getting Carpal. I must have done.
Kill ads.
So there's a level 70 hunter, but I can't tell what their item level is. Mastery cap and remix? Yeah, at a certain point your cloak starts kind of capping out all of your secondaries. Snake speed thread. Plus lightning rod. And a one-hander, which was added to my appearance collection. You'll love to see it. So when you go on a SpaceX test flight for $7,348.72. Probably not, no. Imagine doing it, surviving the flight, and then someone murders you for your $7 million.
Watch your step.
I'm tanking. Give her to me. Look, it's me. I'm the tank. I like how he's just clonking her with just like a keg on a stick. That's fun. Alright. Oh, I'm coming. Yeah, even with a fairly standard... I guess there is somebody kind of carrying it here. Goes pretty fast, though. And another little baby XP thread. We like that. I wonder if I'm going to be able to squeeze into, like, a normal MSV. They're harder now. I'm going to lurk around and just wait to see if they're queuing anymore. That's the real trick, is I don't, like... I don't know. I don't ask them if they're doing more, but I also won't leave until they leave if there was somebody that was doing like strong damage. When you're ready to do your raids, let me know. Carry for those. Maybe we'll put together a group. Okay. We got some good meta gems now. What do we want to use? Thundering Orb? Transform into a Thundering Orb. Oh, it makes you slow. It's no fun. I guess I don't have great options.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's counting down? Oh, they're doing the other boss. Oh, I see. I see. They're doing it for the quest. Oops. I should have picked up the quest. I didn't think they were going to do it. Orb's good for AoE. Carry-Tune's lines, yeah. It's okay. Mungo's making his way in the world. He's already level 17. And he's got 105% XP in his cloak and something. Oh, he's got shoulders. Can put another one of these guys in. I wonder why they're doing that. Not gonna worry about it. Oh, okay, what time is it? 10:44. Went kind of fast. Oh man. My summer feels so busy in my brain just because I know that War Within's coming out in late August, and then there's going to be like pre-patch before that and beta and stuff, and in my mind it's just all going to be like super slammed, so I shouldn't book anything else. But then practically I'm like, well, you can't go the entire summer and never do an errand, so you really just need to like pick a day for some of these things. So can't everything wait until like October? No, it can't. No good. Oh yeah, it's very cheap for me to boost into this stuff. And I mean, he doesn't need his bronze for anything else, so he may as well. Got more than 2 months pre-patch, who knows? Yeah.
Hi.
I know, I just need to make a list of all the errands that I need to get done. And, just fit them in here and there. Katie, you're about due for another vet checkup. You're gonna be so mad. You're gonna be so mad. But it's always good to go have you looked at. Make sure you're all good, you know? You seem good. Your appetite's been good. Oh, there we go. Better weather, more motivating. Lists are excellent. Bring tranquility to my brain. I've been putting off getting my car serviced just because it's so annoying because you have to get down there and then you have to like leave it there and then you have to make sure that they know what you want and then you have to like either find something to do for like 5 or 6 hours or you need to like go home and then come back and it's like, I don't know. It's not that far to drive, but just it's like a couple of buses if I want to bus back and I don't know, man. It's annoying. Find a good time and just like watch a movie, but I have a dog, you know, I can't just leave him for like 6 hours randomly unless it's like at a specific time. Garage is next to Home Depot. I always come home with houseplants. Mechanics on the other side of town, so I post up in a cafe while they work. But I do need to do it. And then also, like, it's silly of me. Like, I don't think they care if my car is, like, pristinely clean. It's not super messy or anything. I don't eat in my car. If anything, it's just a bit dusty. But I feel bad for getting it maintained when it's not, like, clean. Like, I almost want to, like, get it cleaned first. Spoiled life, 2 mechanics less than a 10-minute walk away. Guarantee you they couldn't care less. I'm sure they've seen worse. That's the thing I try to remind myself. Oh, also, I should be tanking or something. There's a carry priest in here. We're good. I'm sure they've seen worse. Yeah, no body parts, nothing rotting. Maybe there's a service that takes your car to the garage for you. Alternatively, if when your nephew learns to drive, you can pay him. Just gonna drop my car off and go shopping. Spend a bunch of money I don't need to spend. Make overtime. Car still has pine needles from the Albertan Rockies embedded in the mats. Yeah. I get a lot of that in my trunk because like I'll come back from a hike or a fishing trip and I'll throw all of the bags in the back. And there's usually some form of tree litter that ends up back there. How often do people clean their cars anyway? It's one of those things that when you Google it, you're like, wait, what? Because the answers will vary wildly. And there are people that are like, listen, if you're not getting a professional detailing every 3 months, you shouldn't have a car. And that's like, calm down. Chill out. Have a smoothie. The one thing that I'm annoyed about with this place is that there's no easy way for me to vacuum my car unless I had a handheld vacuum that was like on battery, and I don't. My vacuum's like cabled. And I don't want to buy another one just for the car. I know you can, there's like gas stations where you can like pull up and there's like a vacuum that you can like rent or something. But I don't want to clean my car in like front of people. Bus to the vet until the car is done with my cat. Wouldn't. No. Oh, hang on. I looted a token. My bad. Miss Kira needs only the swiftest of Ubers. Mom Ubers. Hi. Another roll. And I'm gonna have at least one more after this too. I messed up. I wasn't supposed to loot that token. Oh well. I don't think I'm gonna do the power leveling thing perfectly. I'm kind of liking the idea of just getting extra weapons as I go here. So that's a level 28 mace. Oh, hang on. Oh, it doesn't matter. He needs to be level 25 if he's gonna do raids. I have a toddler give up trying to maintain a clean car. My mom told me once that she had the car detailing people on speed dial because when my sister and I were children, we were both really prone to motion sickness and car sickness. And sometimes you would need a professional to get in there and sort it out. My poor mother. Dear. My doggy has that problem, but he's, I don't know. If I spread out a towel, it'll pretty much contain it. Playing hardcore vanilla coming back to retail, such a culture shock. You? I don't think you've ever been sick in the car. West Coast girly? Do you ever get to the parks in Vancouver Island? I'm from the States, but it's a bucket list destination for me. Yeah, I live in Victoria. Those are the only places that I go are parks on Vancouver Island. I'm a park kind of person. Favorite gifts I've received in the past was a gift certificate for a mobile cleaning service. Like for your home? I've never in my life had a stranger come into my house to clean it. And it sounds like very luxurious and like they would do a really much better job than I would, but also that I would just be so, I don't know, uncomfortable about the whole situation that I don't know if it would be worth it. I could see doing it for a special occasion, like a moving out, moving in thing. Like you move out and you get like professional cleaners to kind of do your move out cleaning to kind of help reset the place before you leave, and then you also maybe get them to do your new place to help reset it before you move in, especially if you're buying a place that wasn't done super nicely. Home is your fortress of solitude. Mm-hmm. Deep clean for their home. Working couples with small children appreciate that a lot. Sometimes you just need a good reset.
Killads.
I am a thunder orb. What I've done, I don't know. Something. But I also kind of like cleaning whenever I can make time for it. It's kind of relaxing. I like, I have this weird thing where I like cleaning supplies. I got like a scrub brush, just a cheap one, but I got a scrub brush and I was like, this scrub brush is for my kitchen sink, because I didn't really want to use my dish brush to scrub my kitchen sink, but I wanted to like actually take a brush to it because for the longest time in my life, I would clean things by like wiping them down and scrubbing them with like a damp cloth, basically like a washcloth. And I've only recently upgraded to realizing that some things really do need bristles, and it like goes a lot easier if you just use an actual scrub brush and go at it like you're Cinderella. I got like a cheap little plastic scrub brush and I've been cleaning my sink with it and it's phenomenal and I'm so happy. It just looks so nice. I'll do the sink and then I'll be like, well, if I'm here, I'll do the dish rack. And then I'm like, well, I may as well wipe down the windowsill and my kitchen looks so clean. Mentally not here today. I understand. Auto loot add-on, filter out blacklisted items. Yeah, I've heard about that. Seems like a good idea. How's this going? Well enough. Well, there's level 20.
Watch your feet. Watch your step. Watch your feet.
Sometimes I look at places and it'll be like a condo building and they'll be like, listen, we have a dog wash, and they have like in the garage like a, I don't know, a stainless steel bin that I guess you can park your dog in to hose them down. And it sounds like really convenient, but also I don't know that Moose would feel pampered, you know, like I don't know if it's what he wants. Right now I give him baths in the bathtub, and then I warm up his towel for after his bath. And he gets a special treat to enjoy while he is bathing. And I think the ignoble, you know, like the unceremonious nature of just being like, here you go, into the dog wash. Here's the hose. I don't know if he would care for that. Yeah. I'm a little extra. I spoil my boy sometimes. I'm just glad he lets me give him baths. And he smells so good. I have a little cherry puppy shampoo, and it makes him smell so delicious. Peanut butter in my shower wall to keep one of my dogs in the shower. I have a thing. I have like a silicone licky mat with suction cups that you can stick to the wall for that purpose. But Moose, bizarrely enough, not crazy about peanut butter. He doesn't mind it, but it's like he'll eat it, but it's not terribly high in his list. You can get a little farther with cream cheese, but he can't have too much of it, otherwise he ends up with an upset tummy. Do you put cucumbers on his eyes? I think he might eat them. Okay. How are we doing? Talent points. Ooh, movement speed. And heroically. Perfect. Use moss instead of peanut butter for Moose. Imagine that you were in a rental and you were just cultivating moss on your shower wall, and you're like, tell them, listen, it's for my dog to eat, it's fine. We're... Dog rolled in something nasty while I was outside. Partner gave him a hose bath. Outside, he was shook. Yeah, they do love rolling in smelly stuff. You have to be careful with Moosey. If he catches if he sees like a dead bird, he's gonna be like, oh man, I want to roll in that dead bird. It's like, buddy, please, no. Wait. Luckily, he's on a leash, so it's fairly straightforward to stop him from doing that. You just have to catch him before he like really commits to it. Walk into the shower when I tell her she has to have a shower. She's so good. Aww. It's always so sweet when they... Oh, hang on. I'm the tank. I should be doing something. When they get into something like that. For a while, Moose was like jumping around and trying to avoid putting his new harness on. And at a certain point, he just accepted his fate, and now he'll just like walk right up and wait for it. I think he realized that when he wears his new harness, we go way farther and we have super fun, awesome walks. But he just doesn't get to pull in it is the thing. It's so cute. Hi, kitty. I know I'm not doing this at like the fastest possible level, but it's kind of comfy to just sort of cruise along. Although, don't mind me and taking forever to loot these books. It'll be worth it. It'll help. On one of my characters, I was doing the quest, but then I wasn't turning them in until after I figured I would get the dungeon again randomly after I had already done the raids. And I think it worked at least once.
Run.
Get to have a vacation at my family's house to be there for the dog for a couple weeks soon. You know, it's gonna make me want my own dog super badly. There's nothing quite like having dog fever. You're just like every dog. I was insufferable for like the last year before I got Mr. Moose. Everywhere I went that had a dog that there was a chance I could meet, I would just be glued to it. Like, hey, what's your name? Would you like to be best friends? Like, I went and visited my mom at a vacation rental, and there was a dog that lived there, and I just, like, hung out with that dog for, like, the whole time I was there. He was cute and friendly doggy. Just running heroics, leveled in 2 hours flat. Nice. But it's nice because now I have a place to direct all of my excess dog petting energy. The Shih Tzu Bichon Freeze mix does not shed, so nice. Cats and bunnies shed enough. Yeah, we definitely get some moose bunnies. We get some some hair drifts. It's a good reason to remind myself to vacuum. When was the last time you did a quest in Remix? It's been a little bit. I was doing a couple quests on Squidgy to try to get some weapon transmogs to drop, but then they didn't drop anyways, and I got bored very quickly. Hey Hazel, hello. How are you doing today? Plus, having the questing achievements that I needed for the cosmetics is making it feel less rewarding to quest. Dogs' names are Arthas and Sylvanas. Planning on taking them to BlizzCon with doggy cosplays. Aw. It's a big trip. Yeah, good enough. Why do mechanics, but you can just wait for fights to end? Give it a second, turn to my quests. Pulled a tick off my dog. Oh no! Oh! Well, I'm glad you found it. Oh, that sucks. I've been trying to keep an eye on Moosey for spear grass because it's starting to be a problem again. And it's hard because it's the same colors as fur on his undercoat. And I really don't want to miss any. But it's tough because he's fluffy and he likes to tromp through grass. And not everybody mows their lawn quite short enough. You feel like your apartment is big enough for Moose. When he's home, he's napping. He gets the zoomies at home once in a while, but for the most part, his exercise and enrichment and fulfillment and everything, like, we'll do training in the front room, but for the most part, we do just outside adventures. And that would be the same if he was in a house or in an apartment. He's not really walking laps. Restaurateur, thank you for converting to a normal sub. Holy moly. Something black on his leg. OMG. Well, I'm glad you caught it. Okay, we are level 23. We can put on a few more pieces, get a couple more gems going here. I guess I can do it this way. There's a bell. I've noticed that it seems to put the highest item level option on kind of like the left if you're doing this. For the most part. Yeah. Okay. Forgot about your puppy and my hiatus from WoW. They must be huge now. He's pretty big. He's a year and a bit old. He's about 13 months. He's somewhere in the mid 70 pounds. He was like 73 pounds when we had him weighed last, and he's been filling out a little bit. He's lovely. He's so much. He's so excitable. Big energy. But he's good. He gets me tons of exercise because we're really trekking. We're marching all over town with that dog. Are you not big energy? I can be big energy. I'm capable of big energy. I can't sustain big energy for as long as Moose can sustain big energy though. He parties hard and then he passes out is his MO. He will romp, he will moose so hard, and then he will come home and he will lay down and cease to be conscious. Honor my second. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is Mungo a play on words? It was kind of a funny word, and I googled it, and it said it had something to do with rug tufting, and I thought, perfect. He looks like a rug. This is just what it was needed. There you go. Sounds familiar to Mango. It's like mango, but you're tired. You can't be bothered to like really finish saying the word mango. Yesterday night was not a super high performing, high functioning night for me. It was my turn to make dinner and I had like a 35-minute crisis and then I made a salad. It's like, all right, you know what you can do is you can chop up this cucumber that you just bought. You can take this spinach that you just bought. It's already washed. Put it into a big old bowl with some other stuff. And then we had a fancy loaf of focaccia bread that was from a bakery that we visited recently. So I just had that with it and called it dinner. Oh, look, speed bread. The fact that it ended with a salad. Yeah, it was basically bread for dinner, but with a side of enormous salad, which I feel like is better than regular salad because it's got more spinach and, you know, like, I basically made garden salad. It was like spinach and cucumbers and tomatoes and olives, which is more or less my Subway order. But then, instead of ranch sauce, as is tradition, I had it with Caesar salad dressing because I wanted to. It was pretty good. I don't try to put salad into little bowls though. If I'm eating a salad, I need to have it in an enormous mixing bowl because otherwise it's just gonna leave the bowl. It's gonna fall all over the place. It was a food. You succeeded. This is true. It even had a vegetable. Shocking. Imagine that. I'm very I have good days and bad days when it comes to how healthy I'm eating. I succeed in eating, which is the main thing. But some days I'll be quite good, and I'll eat food that is good for me and that makes me feel like a human, alive person. And then some days it's just like, well, frozen pizza it is. This is what we're working with. Agree on mixing bowls for salads. I have a set of enormous mixing bowls that I eat a surprising amount of meals out of. If I'm making like a curry and rice thing, I will just serve it in a huge mixing bowl. I'm not really trying to impress anybody here. Have learned interesting things about myself. Hello, Scarlet. Any calories better than no calories? Eating anything better than not eating. 34 Celsius in my apartment right now. Oh no! Undercuts returning. Nice. Hopefully it is refreshing. Cooling. I trimmed up my curls this morning. They were getting away from me. Sweating responding to emails. Oh man. I've looked at the weather report and decided I'm a crop top girly again. Go to a cafe after work. Okay. We're level 25. I can do a raid. I can do a normal raid. Let's see. I don't think my item level matters, but just cuz. If anything can be like really sorted out here. Wouldn't hurt. Yeah, my weapons are pretty bad. Invite my pally. We're okay. Here, I will put together a group. We're doing Mogashan Vals. Raids, start a group. 10 normal. Storm Rage. Unfriendly. I cannot invite you. Are you able to see it and apply? I am Horde. Ah, yes, excellent. Okay, so now we just need to make sure we get to a total of 10. We've got 3 right now. We don't have to get to 10. I'm sure we could do it with like 2 or 3, but we may as well get some more people in. Yeah, if you have 7/8 of a set, it still costs the entire amount. I was spending like some pretty silly amount, like 5k bronze to buy a set for like 1 missing piece. And then there's 6 players. Oh, hang on. My group delisted. Sorry. If you were in queue, I'm gonna repost it. Also, I might need to summon my bird's tired. Seven, 8. Did you get in, Scarlet? I don't have any Drake traits in this character right now. 9. Gives me a reason to play an NA. Realize my little 70 Frost Mage can solo heroic Shadowlands dungeons now. Feels powerful. There's got to be good Mog in there as well. That's 9 and 10. Perfect. Oh, thank you. Do you know of any add-ons that make disenchanting legacy items easier? Oh, there are. What are they? I haven't used anything in a while, so I don't have a lot of recent first-hand experience. I know TSM used to have a disenchanting module that was able to do that. You could set certain things as flagged for disenchant, and then it would give you like a queue that you could disenchant through. And that's TSM, Trade Skill Master. You can get more, you can do the normal raids normal than words. You can get an experience bonus from doing the normal raids more than once, but you can only do the raid once per day. So if you were willing to level a character across multiple days, you could do Mogoshan Vaults multiple times and you would get 12% bonus XP to your cloak for every time that you kill a boss. It doesn't have to be just the first one. That took a while to say. We must improve our XP bonus. That's what I've been doing. Yeah, I know some people will spread it across a day. Aw. So I'm gonna fish out manually, make sure I get the infinite thread. And then also the rest of it. Hope you're having a super day. Thank you very much. Right back at you. Feels like my brain's rotting if I try and do it all in one day. That is fair. That would also let you not have to worry about getting out to like Heart of Fear or Toes. You could just do Mogoshan multiple times. Do you need an epic haste gem? I don't think my gems are really gonna come into it much. I appreciate it though. Heroic Throne gives way more bronze than Mythic Siege. Able to get the cloak 300. Past it if necessary. The idea is that there's a specific number of dungeons that you do to make sure you have enough XP tokens banked. Dungeons and raids to make sure you have enough XP tokens banked to get you all the way to 70, because you don't want to pull the trigger and start looting your XP tokens too early and not have enough to get you there, because then you're going to be very undergeared and at level like 68. And it's fixable, but it's definitely rough. It's a total of 16 dungeons, I believe. You do like 8, and then you do 6, and then you do like 2. In the traditional leveling strat. I'm doing kind of a wonky version of it right now. I wasn't counting dungeons earlier, and I did accidentally loot 1 bonus XP token. But yeah, depending on how lucky you get with single XP threads, you'll be anywhere from... If you didn't get any, I think you would be at 292, but you should be somewhere in the range of 300, 310, 320, 30 even. You get bonus bronze at 70 to fix the gear gap. On the characters that I've been power leveling, I don't even bother fixing the gear gap. I just leave them alone. I take my bonus bronze. I was shopping on the vendors with it, and then that's it. It's just a leveled character. I don't have any current plans to grow my hair back out. I just trimmed it again this morning. I like it short. It's comfy. I decided to order some cheap resin earrings, like novelty ones, because it sounded like fun for summer. Yay. Plus, I don't have to worry about getting them tangled in my hair or like tarnished by hair products or anything. Are the earrings like pineapples? Kinda. I got like a mega pack. Dirt cheap. I'm sure some of them are gonna arrive broken. But there were 2 of them that were like little goldfish in bags. Some of them were like lemon slices. Some of them were like mushrooms. There were some clouds. There were some fried eggs that I don't think I'm gonna wear. But it was a big enough kit that you could mix and match whatever you want. But I just love how fast my hair dries when it's this short. They get removed from the vendor window when you learn them. That was happening before when you bought and learned them on the specific character, but maybe they're working on expanding that. I did have less you know what, when I went shopping on Primrosy this morning, I did have fewer ensembles on the vendor. Used to have that hair length pre coming out Scarlet. Sometimes I look at like the photos of myself with the super long hair from before, and I remember what it was like to have it. I wouldn't say I've gone as far as missing it yet.
Watch your step.
Every day was like another thing. It was always like, oh man, the bangs aren't behaving today, or it's frizzy today, or I don't have time to wash it, or I need to do a wash day, but I've been busy, or, you know, like, it's just, there was always something.
Watch your feet.
Whoa. Okay. Poor Hemet can only ask me, hey, want to buy nothing? Loved your long curly hair. It was, I mean, I like the curls, but they were so much work. They were so much work. It was honestly easier. If I ever did grow my hair out again, which I'm not planning to, but if I did, I would straighten it again. I would just get a big thing of heat protectant, and I would get another hair dryer that's like a hairbrush with a dryer in it, and I would just blow dry it straight all the time. Natural curls were just too much of a headache. They were more work than straightening my hair. kitty cat. You can't be in my desk. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now that it's summer, tempted once again to buzz mine off. Do you like having those pictures up in the living room, or would you prefer to take them down? Or can you take them down? Time for the ear-to-ear mohawk. How many people have asked when your minimalist EDM album drops / when your avant-garde art exhibit opens? Including you? Because I'm counting that. 1. Thanks for asking. Any day now. Can't take them down. Oh, that sucks then. Can you move? What breed is your cat, friend? She's cat breed. What do we call them? Standard issue cats? Domestic short hair? Tabby cat? Perfect. Breed is cat. Are you telling me that my frustration with my hair is because I have a bad attitude? Are you trying to get permit? Oh man. Funny if you said 2 just to mess with Ujai. Welcome back. Oh, Elegon time. I'm helping. I'm helping.
Phase 2.
You could describe yourself as a domestic short hair. I could. The word domestic, I think, upsets me more than the word short hair. I guess domestic just means lives at home. But, oh man. Okay. One more boss. Cloak is up to 175%. Perfect cat, good for you. I am very much in favor. I am pro standard issue cat. She was kitten in shelter. Recommend. Wonderful. Highest XP gain you've gotten on your cloak so far? I'm sure my 70 has. I'm sure Squidgy has something crazy because you keep getting XP threads, I think, even after you don't need them anymore. But I don't think it's gone much higher than... Oh, that's not true, actually. Primrosy had like 400% plus because she did the raid twice. You want to need this gear for transmog just to have? I would take weapons just in case. I don't know if I need them. I haven't been keeping an eye on it, but if you have any extra weapons, I would take them. Oh, thank you. Oh, it did give me an appearance. Wonder why it won't let me preview it. Oh, thanks. Strategy about not picking up the XP thing from bosses. It's so you can boost up the experience gain bonus in your cloak before you get the XP tokens. You let them stack up in your mailbox, you loot them all at once. I made a video guide on YouTube that breaks it down step by step. That was out last week. It's called Anyone Can Level to 70 Remix in 2 hours. It's pretty fun. It gets kind of addictive once you've done it once or twice because it's like the fastest that it's ever been to level an alt short of just buying a boost.
Target change.
So after this raid, he's going to be due for another 6 dungeons. Thanks for suggesting TSM Destroy. Lifesaver. Oh good, I'm glad it's working for you. Will there be another call?
Target change.
I'm not planning one, but, you know, never say never. Ian said something in an interview recently along the lines of how he's learned how to never say never. And I appreciated that. Me too. Always leave yourself an out to change your mind. You might need it. Oh. Thanks for all the loot. Oh, I wonder if that one's not tradable. Okay. It's Hazel, so calls will happen. I'm sure you're excited that your pick for the European champion is playing in half an hour against Spain. Questing rating only takes about 4 hours. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with doing it any which way. Do you think Blizzard will continue to do remixes at the end of expansions? I really hope so. I think they will. I think it's been a big success. But I guess I don't know how they define a success or what their metrics look like. They'd have to... Only they will know. Okay, let's pop on any gear upgrades that we can, that we want to, and maybe fix up our gems a little bit. I might need to go prospect just to maybe get a shield to drop at some point. I might have mild lack of gems. I guess I could also do tinker gems. Like I could spend bronze to buy tinker gems. It's so weird not needing any more cosmetics for bronze. It's so funny feeling. Oh, that's going to scrap the higher level fist weapons. I think that's probably fine though. It was mainly for the Mog. Pleasure coincidentally raiding with you. Glad to have you. This is easy scrap. It's nice. Done with bronze. I bought the rest of the stuff this morning. I bought every last little bit. I'm 100% done with bronze vendors. I still am missing loads of weapons in Forge, but it is what it is. I guess I can do this while I wait in queue, can't I? Leveling alts for fun. Fun, heritage armor, and the chance to maybe get a little weapon transmog here and there. Wouldn't hurt. So we're looking at dungeons. So I have the fist weapon from heroic dungeons. If I did normal dungeons, there's an appearance or two that I could technically get. I haven't made any food with my eternal kiln yet. I'm letting it down. It's cold. Add one's a BFA item for scrapping. It's cool of them to update it for remix. I had something, maybe it was that one, but I had something for scrapping in BFA. I don't recall keeping it. Alright, this is not going to be a super fast dungeon, and that's okay. That's one of the reasons why I try and put my gear upgrades on and maybe equip a gem or two, is just in case. Just in case I end up needing to actually do something. What is a kiln? There's a toy that you can get to drop from the Kiln Master mobs in the Xiaohao area, or you can buy it on the vendor for like 50k bronze, something like that. And it's a little cooking fire toy. Happy that I'm not that much of a completionist. I'm gonna find out how cool I really am with letting all the weapon appearances go. Because I know I'm not gonna get them all, but like, am I really cool to just not get as many as I reasonably can. I don't know. No, I don't have a real life kill. There's a paint your own pottery place in town that I'm sure has access to one if I needed something fired. Afternoon Hazel chat, Kira and Moose. Mosey. We've been doing recall games with him where my partner and I will like hide at opposite ends of the apartment and we'll like call him, use like the recall command to kind of summon him like back and forth for like varying assortments of like sometimes treats. And like when he goes to the other person, you then move to like a different place, like you would like hide almost so that he has to find you. So it's recall and also it's like a fun hide and seek game. But sometimes I swear he's a really smart dog, but he's still getting the hang of like, but wait, you're always by the door. Where did you go? And you'll be like calling him. You'll be like, wait, but he'll just like run by. Like if you hid in the bathroom, he'll just run by it like a bunch of times. And it's pretty funny. I don't know that it's necessarily reinforcing the training I'm trying to build on, but poor guy's doing his best. Tanking. Kind of. I'm ostensibly tanking. You could insinuate that I was tanking and it would be kind of true. It's fun, that's what matters. It gets him to like actually like run for a recall command, which is tricky usually, so it's good. I feel we're trying to do it every day to really build that up. Yeah, I'm nominally tanking. Precisely. Handsome Coltiran won't be out of Pandaland until after Trial of Style. We got these dried anchovy treats for Moose to use as like a special treat. Like a you won the jackpot kind of treat. And holy smokes, he loves them. They smell so bad. And he goes nuts for them. He can recognize the shape of them too, so if he sees that you have one in your hand and you could be like half a block away, all of a sudden he's like, I'm coming! I'll be right there! Save me that fish! Horrible trying to tank him a fresh 70 bear, had no clue about item level scaling. Fresh 70s, especially at the beginning. I think they've smoothed the scaling a little bit, but it's still not perfect. But especially at the beginning, fresh 70 was like the worst thing to be in Remix. It made it satisfying when you made it past there, but it was so hard to get just off the floor. Does Kira like them? She's not a big fish cat. She's more of a chicken girl, but she's gotten kind of picky. She doesn't even want actual chicken. She wants like her chicken flavored kibble. She wants her treats. She likes licky treats that are like chicken broth flavored, but she doesn't actually like sometimes we'll cook a bit of actual chicken for Moose if he's looking for a bland meal for like an upset tummy or like for a special occasion like his birthday. And we tried offering her a little bit and she won't eat it. Level gear's tolerable for Remix. 476 is top, but where do you start feeling powerful again? Once you get kind of like, you'll start feeling powerful in different forms of content. Like you'll start to feel reasonable in the world around like, you know, like when you get everything to kind of like 346, so you're maybe like doing sort of 300, 330. And then, but if you're comparing yourself against people in your group and there's any 476s there, you're not going to really start to feel like you do anything until kind of like 400-ish, which is when you're going to start doing like heroic raids-ish. And then 440 is to start feeling good in heroic raids. My experience with gearing up in Remix is that you never feel like you're enough until you're actually done. You're always better, but you're never quite enough. Cats are all interested in what we're eating. They smell it and want nothing to do with it. She loves those licky treats. She loves them. She will brave the dog. She will walk right in front of him. She'll share one with him if she has to. They can both be licking off the same treat. Happy dance every time I see a joined a raid with a 70 was like 1.2 mil HP. How's our cloak XP doing? We're certainly not finishing today, but we're, you know, getting somewhere. I guess if I don't finish today, the other thing I could do is I could just do, I'd still want to make sure I do enough random heroics, but I could do Mogashan again instead of doing Heart of Fear or Toes. Because you got to get to 35 for Heart of Fear. Somebody doing it? You gotta channel it all the way. Here, I'll pull them away a little bit. There we go. I wonder if it's worth doing the skip on this particular. I guess it would be the next bridge. Good music. It's pretty in here. I'm happy that Kitty's picked her her usual armrest. She can be cute for stream. I miss when I used to have a pet cam, but that was when they used to have like a bed that there would consistently be somebody in. And maybe eventually I'll have that set up again. I would love to one day have just like a pet bed in the office with a cam that I can turn on and off that that Moose or Kira might use. But we're not quite there yet. Soon, kitty, huh? I probably could have gone around it well. I leveled a prop warrior in a minute. My other warriors are Fury and Arms, so it's a little different than normal. Mongo actually does not bad damage still at this level. He'll do better later, but for the moment it's not the worst thing. Why did you name him Mungo? Kitty, are you drinking my tea? I don't think you should drink that. I didn't note. Yeah, there's hair in that. There's just like a little bit of herbal tea in the bottom of this glass, and you had your head down it. You haven't done that in ages. I thought Mungo was a funny name, and apparently it has something to do with rugs. Yeah. You don't get to drink tea, I'm sorry. I don't think she had very much. Oh dear. She's looking for it now. Honey bear. You're a kitty cat. Kitties don't need tea. You got water. Check the tapes. I think it was below the camera. Okay, we got some talent points we could do. Or something. taking all the passive ones. Yeah, I don't think there's very much left in it. I don't think she drank a bunch of it. You're okay. You're just goofy. You're silly. One could. Aww. Oh, cool. I haven't actually looked at this. You can see how many tokens you have. This is an update to the Remix Mail Helper add-on. And it'll tell you whether or not you're allowed to open your mail yet. It'll tell you your cloak bonus, your current level, how many items and threads you have in your mailbox. That's funny. I mean, not funny, but it's useful. I just like the big red, no, don't open it! It's not time yet. Okay. Pretty accurate. That is nice. No, don't do my gems. I suppose we have time for another one. Started doing the starting quest in each tune, saving them in case I miss next level. Skill with you? It's not a bad idea, just as a safety. If one of them says yes, she'll be good to go. Interesting. Okay. Let's scrap the rest of our gear out of here. I think I'm going to be doing another... Oh, I don't know. I know I wanted to level a goblin as well after this. To finish heritage armor. Maybe I'll find another way to do it. Like I'll do it by questing or something. Because like as fast as this is, I'm burning out on it a little bit. It's not so much the heroic dungeons. I think it's the thought of trying to do the raids again. You just have to hope that you find someone that can come carry. Had to take a break from Remix for a while. But I guess if there's only this character and then one more, it's not that big of a deal. Plus the last one will be really fun. It'll be a goblin. And I am getting more weapon logs. Yeah, at low levels, you're not even eligible for very many dungeons. Oh, there's a 439 in this one. So you will get the same ones repeatedly. Wow, this one should be pretty fast.
Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Watch your feet. Killads.
I don't think I'm ever going to need to level characters ever again after Remix is over. I mean, to the new level cap, sure. But unless I just miss leveling, I can't think of why I would start fresh alts and do them the old-fashioned way. I'm just gonna have too many to play. That's true, I will need to level an earthen if I want to have all the heritage armors and all the races covered. I guess I could always just not make an earthen. Surely you will never want to level another one. I don't know. I like leveling at the end of the day.
Interrupt. Watch
I guess I could always just make this my last remix character, not level a goblin, and then save that for one day when I feel like leveling normally, but I don't know. I think I'm going to need to like cool down from this before I recalibrate myself to how fast leveling actually is. What happens when there's a new remix? Maybe I just focus on one character next time and I don't do alts at all.
Watch your step. Shockwave. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
I guess I would level and remix over time walking. Any day.
Watch your step.
Legion remix would be nifty. Prefer a proper Legion Classic. I feel like Legion Classic would be really popular.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I want all of them.
Run out. Watch wave.
You know what I haven't checked recently is what this has done to my
Defensive.
overall collection percentage numbers.
Run out.
I don't think that
Watch
there's
wave.
enough. I don't think that MOP constitutes enough of the overall library of WoW collectibles to make like a huge dent, but it must have done something because we've been able to clean up so many sets for so many armor types. I'm looking forward to transmog collecting again in
Watch your
pre-patch
step.
and beyond. Just doing like all the things random. I think it's going to be so much more fun because you'll be able to use any character for it or tons of characters for it. Imagine getting like 100% done with like, I don't know, heroic ICC 10-man because you're
Watch
able
your
to
step.
actually use a bunch of characters on it. Where'd you get the caterpillar pet? I tamed it somewhere in Pandaria. I want to say Toonlong Steppes, but I think there's also one in the Jade Forest, different colors. I think there's some in the Silkworm area too. I should switch out Soul Shape. Yeah, I got all the mounts from Remix already. I have all of the Mog except for the weapons too. The unique weapons I think are the only thing I'm really missing. Or you could do roll. Gonna skew that time. There is a level 70. We're in business. Oh, we're in big business. Any word in what if they're going to make weapons count? Still can't collect weapons you can't use. Not during Remix. That's something that's going to come in the next expansion pre-patch. You'll be able to collect something that you can't use as long as you loot it. You still won't be able to mog it, but you'll be able to add it to your collection. There are people holding off collecting the XP thing from bosses. Yeah, there's a cheese strat where you leave them in your mailbox until you have your cloak experience bonus stacked up. I have a video about it on my YouTube channel. It's some of the best power leveling that you can do in Remix. If you get fast dungeon and raid runs, you can level in about 2 hours, and I think a lot of people are doing it on average without anything special in about 3. I am doing it right now, that is true. Might as well start farming Ice Crown now. BRB bringing 30 characters over there. I don't know why it's ICC specifically that I want to get all of the Mog from so badly. I don't even like the ICC Mog that much. Blasphemy, I know. It's fine. I think it's just because when I was playing the ATT random game, it a couple of times in a row gave me appearances from ICC. So I was like, oh man, I need these leather feet or whatever. And I was just running the place over and over again for just like individual little bits. And the idea of just cleaning the whole thing out is very satisfying to me. I do have Invincible. Kind of challenge more than other instances. And the way they've done the different, like, it's one of the only instances that has so like different loot colors for like the different raid sizes and difficulties, so it's kind of a big project. Okay, another one. When they go fast, I don't mind chunking them out. One of the most iconic raids in WoW history. Want that mount? Almost 150 attempts. Well, I hope you get it soon. All the 10-man ICC stuff, because I need 25 for the mount this year lockout. Yeah. Queues seem to be anywhere from 1 to 2 minutes. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Not this one. There is a level 70. That's helpful. Ryan ACC twice a month, like 7 characters for years. Still no horse. RG hates me. Took me 290 runs. I don't know what my invincible number was. I don't even know if it's a mount that I have a video recording of. You'd think I must, because I remember farming it on stream, which means that I must have had it drop on stream. I don't think I would have done invincible runs off stream. Probably out there somewhere. Yeah, Loot Appraiser is really fun. We used to do Loot Appraiser. Flabby and I used to do Loot Appraiser competition runs where you like try to farm old raids for or old dungeons for sellable Mog. Well, sellable Mog. Whether or not you actually sell it is completely besides the point. But you would compete to see who can loot more auction house value within like a set time limit. Oh, I think they're just disconnecting in the... There we go. "5 years ago. Invincible drop reaction. Oh, do you think that was back before the light left my eyes? When mount drops meant something? I don't know what I'm taking damage from. Is it like a Tinker Gem or something? Oh, it's my own Righteous Frenzy. I'll click that off. Alright, I need to spec out of Righteous Frenzy is what I need to do. It's getting me murdered. Oh, it's somebody else's. It's somebody else's gem that's doing it. That's funny. Nifty talent add-on. That is Narcissus. Nice for changing around your gems. I know for a second, I was watching my health and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I must be doing something. I must be doing something. Nope, not me. Oh, one down. Bunch of healers griefing without even knowing that they're doing it. Oh, calling time. What gem are you gonna miss most from Remix after it's over? I think Windweaver is like an obvious answer because I'm gonna fall to my death a few times once I don't have that anymore. Plus I get used to going so fast. Double Trailblazer is pretty broken too. I've gotten real used to that. Meteor Storm. Life Storm. Gotten used to just eating myself from places. I mean, there are Parasol toys, so even if you don't play a class with a slow fall, you can... You might need to be... You might need to be, You might need to hardcast them. Can you whip out a Parasol mid-fall? Probably not. I feel like I would know about it if you could do that. Not the same as eating off full speed, yeah. I'm in so much pain. Ignore it. Ignore the pain. Ignore more pain. Use all your rage. You can't use Parasol while falling. Oh no. I guess I'll just have to stick to Priest. Alright, boss is coming. I'm just gonna wait up here. He gets up here eventually anyway. My cat went missing for 3 days, came back with a friend, and now we have 2 cats. Congratulations, your new buddy. Now that I've done this, he's gonna... Yep. Impending victory! Cat distribution system working as intended. Salam Hazel, hope you all good. Doing good, thank you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Alright, so we're leaving the bonus XP down. And we're just grabbing all of our gems and stuff. How is Miss Kira? She's good. She was here on the chair earlier for a good chunk of the stream. Cat looks just like mine. Great black, brown, white, sandy raccoon like. I think she's lovely. I love all cats, but I have a special... I think just because of how close I am with Miss Kira, I have a special place in my heart for the gray tabbies. Whenever I whenever I see one that looks kind of like her, especially if it's kind of got like a small face like she does, I'll be like, I won't say, oh hey, it's a cat. I'll be like, oh, it's Akira. Look, it's my cat. It's another version of my kitty cat. It's my girl. This has been pretty good for no carry, no dungeon carry anyways. Up to level 31 and a bit. My cloak's at 195% after just the one raid so far. I think mine's the prettiest cat in the world. Miscue's looking at him. I'm lame, but whatever. I don't think you're lame at all. I think that pets are one of the most magical things about about life. They feel like they were edited in. It feels like before I was born, I got to ask the universe for like one freebie, and it was to have companion animals that you could just love and be friends with and live with and, you know, feed them snacks and go on adventures with them. And then the universe was like, yeah, fine. All right, you can have that one. Cats looks like he could be Kira's big brother. Same white chin color patterns. It's such a change to have whenever you actually like need to tank a dungeon as opposed to just following behind somebody that's killing everything. It's like, oh yeah, I should probably pull that pack. Somebody might be waiting for me to do that. Come along. Oh man, we might need to do mechanics. The horror. Soft spot for black cats. Aw. It's a really sweet story.
Attack shield.
Guess I have to level an orc warrior to have someone to wear the tusks.
Attack shield.
I think people are actually doing bombs. This is incredible. I think the main reason I don't make a very good tank is because I don't usually have any awareness of which way I'm facing, necessarily. Just like how on a melee DPS, I don't really have any concept of hitting the boss in the front versus the back. I never really had to get used to parry, so I just kind of hit it from wherever and then go, wait, what am I doing wrong? What do you mean? So sometimes I have a tendency to just like get maybe poked in the shoulder blades just a little bit. Aren't in def stance. I don't think I'm in any stance. I don't think I'm in battle or defensive stance right now. Yeah. Oops. Oh yeah. Reduce your damage taken. Look at that. I don't even know how I managed to get out of them. Hey, we could have double heroic leap. That'd be fun. Level 32. 198% XP. And a a good place to stop for today. Realizing I've been missing the alert telling me the target must be in front of me. Can tell by how much your cursor is lifted and visible you're a caster main. Melee mains lose their cursor for hours. What do you mean cursor lifted? Just like not down here? Normal raid vendor left for remix, then all done. Nice. Have a great day, Hazel. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for joining me today, guys. I had a lovely time. I shall be back tomorrow for a Friday morning extravaganza. We'll have to figure out what it is we're going to do. We might finish leveling some more remix alts, or maybe we'll dip into beta. Who's to say? I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.